Hey guys, welcome back. So I decided to film another tutorial for you guys today before I headed off to work, and I thought I would share with you guys just like a quick out the door bronze makeup tutorial. This is just one of my favorite makeup looks to wear year round. I just think it looks beautiful and sexy. It's easy and you don't even have to use the exact same products I use to create this look. Any similar shades that you have in your collection will work for this, but we're just gonna go ahead and get into the tutorial. So first I'm just gonna go ahead and do my skincare routine. So I'm just applying my face moisturizer, and then I'm gonna apply my sunscreen, and I will link the products that I'm using down below for you guys. And then I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my lips with this Fresh Sugar Lemon Hydrating Lip Balm. For my foundation, I'm going to be using Revlon Color Stay and the Revlon, and for my concealer, I'm going to be using the Revlon Candid Concealer. And I'll have my shades listed down below. So I do about 2 pumps of the foundation, and I usually like to just put some on my nose at first just to build up some coverage there. And get my hair out of the way. And then I'm just going to use my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I did dampen this before I started filming. So I'm just going to blend that all over my face. Just using patting motions. Then for my nose, I just flip the sponge over to the side that's a little bit more pointed, and then I'm just going to blend that foundation out. And then I'm going to take the foundation that's left and just add some more of that to the very center of my face. Just want to add a little bit more coverage there. Then I'm just going to take some of this concealer and put it in a triangle shape here on my under eye area. And then I'm just going to use the pointed side of the sponge to pat the concealer in. And then I know sometimes I'll take concealer up here and blend it out, but I'm going to skip that today because I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer on my eyelids before I do my eyeshadow. And then I'm going to add a bit more coverage on my nose and also around my mouth. Those are kind of the areas where I tend to lose foundation first. So that's why I like to add a little bit of extra coverage there. Okay, and sometimes I'll set my foundation, sometimes I won't. I think today I might skip setting my foundation, and because I want like a look that's a little bit more like dewy, and I find if I don't set my foundation and concealer, it tends to look a little bit more dewy for me. I think now we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows, and I'm just going to use my Benefit Ka-Brow, and then to set everything in place I'm going to use my Benefit Gimme Brow. So I just kind of comb my brow hairs up a little bit, and then I just go in with an angled brush. This is from Anastasia, and I think it's like their number 12 angled brush. Like all of the writing has completely rubbed off of it. because I've had this brush for a while. And I'm just going to just lightly shape out my brows. And just try to make them look as even as possible. My eyebrows are fraternal twins. They're definitely not identical, but now I'm going to use my Benefit Gimme Brow to set the brow hairs in place. And then for my eyeshadow primer, I'm just going to be using this Believe Beauty Lock It In eyeshadow primer, and this is in the shade Universal. Has like a little bit of like a flesh tone tint to it, like concealer.
Peps, what are you doing? Pep. Peps.
She's in the bedroom doing something, I don't know what. And then I'm just gonna blend out that primer all over my eyelid.
Peps, what are you doing?
The cats are upset because I won't let them out this morning because we have to go to work today.
You guys know that during the work week we don't go outside, except for in the evenings, not in the mornings.
She hates it so much. Okay, then I'll zoom you guys in for the eyeshadow portion. Let me zoom y'all in. Okay, and all over my lid, I'm just gonna apply this Maybelline Color Tattoo in High Roller. Also, if you have Bad to the Bronze, that will also work. It's basically the same color. They just like redid these, like, and changed the name of them. So I'm just gonna apply that with my Real Techniques medium shadow brush. And I'm just going to place that all over the eyelid, kind of up in the crease a little bit. It's kind of all over. And then here in this outer V area, I kind of go up like that and then over, just to kind of create a little bit of a cat eye shape out there. And then I'm going to use my bronzer, which this is the Believe Beauty bronzer in Hawaiian Glow. I'm just going to blend that bronzer in my crease. And I'm just using a brush that came in one of my Profusion eyeshadow palettes. It's like a double-ended brush where one side is a blending brush and the other side is just like a shader brush. This is just gonna warm the crease up ever so slightly. I'm gonna take some more of that bronzer on my Sigma Pencil E30, and I'm just gonna smudge that on the lower lash line and just kind of connect it with the shadow that I have here in the outer V. This is just gonna make it look more smoky and bronzy. And then to intensify the bronze that I have going on the eyelid, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild single shadow in the color Nutty. If you don't have this, or if you can't find it, you could also use like one of these two shades out of this CoverGirl palette called Shimmering Sands. So just any kind of shimmery bronzy taupe will work. And I just flipped that brush over to the other side that had the shader end, and I'm just packing that color in Nutty all over my eyelid on top of that high roller. Then I'm going to take this single shadow from Essence, the Melted Chrome, and this is in the color Ironic. And then I'm just going to get some of that on my finger and I'm going to pop it right in the center of my eyelid. It's just going to add a little bit of dimension because this shadow is like very, like, has micro shimmers in it and it's a little lighter than Nutty. So it's just going to add a little bit of dimension. Then I'm going to take my Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit. I know this thing is so filthy. And then I'm going to use this color down here. And I'm going to smudge that on the lower lash line as well to really smoke it out. Then I'm just going to take some more of that brown. And I'm using this angled brush from e.l.f. I know that this brush has been discontinued. It's their angled eye defining brush. But you can find angled brushes like this from other brands. So just an angled brush. And I'm going to place some of that darker shadow right here. And then I'll go back and blend that out. But I just want to place it first. And I'm just going in with my Morphe M506. I don't have any shadow on the brush. It's just a clean brush and I'm just going over the edges of that dark brown. And with this eyeshadow look, like, you don't need these exact eyeshadows, just as long as you have similar colors, and it's going to help to create the same bronzy effect. So, I mean, if you have a lot of eyeshadow in your eyeshadow collection, you can probably just recreate this with some other palettes that you have. That's another thing I like about this look. It's like I can create the same look with different palettes. And then I'm going to go back with my bronzer again. And I'm just going to make sure that everything is blended well in the crease. Make sure there's no harsh lines or edges. This step is optional, but I just love a beautiful highlighted brow bone. So I'm going to use the highlight shade in my Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit. And I'm just using my Real Techniques detailer brush. And I'm brushing that on my brow bone. And then I'm going to take some of that and also put it here in the inner corner. And you could do eyeliner if you wanted to with this look, but I'm not going to do any eyeliner today. I'm just going to apply some mascara. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and finish out the face. So for my face, I'm just going to bronze and contour with the same bronzer I used on my eyelids. And I'm just going to use my Morphe M437 brush to just kind of chisel out this area. This brush is shedding on me, which I have no idea what happened to my tweezers. Story of my life. There we go. I think I got it. It's like, that's the only thing I can say about my Morphe brushes is I feel like over time they start to shed. I don't know, maybe I need to condition my brushes better or something, because I feel like the bristles just get dry and then they start breaking off. Not really bad, but just like a little bit here and there it'll shed, which I don't really mind that much because I've had these brushes for I think about 3 years now, so. I just love a good bronzy eye like this. It's just one of those classic looks that you can wear year round and it just looks good. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild PAC-MAN powder brush, and I'm going to bronze up here along my hairline. And I think I'm just going to use bronzer as my blush today. That's why I'm going super bronzer heavy. Sometimes I feel like with a good bronzed eye, sounds like I said bonsai. You know, it just looks good to just do bronzer, just like heavy bronzer and a really beautiful highlight. So for my highlight today, I'm just going to be using this CoverGirl True Blend Super Stunner palette. And I'm going to use this middle shade. And I'm just going to be applying that with this Wet n Wild Bretman Rock highlighting brush. I just find that that highlight pairs so nice with this brow bone highlight. I mean, this isn't quite as white. It's a little bit more just nude, but it pairs really nice with that highlight. The brow bone highlight. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that highlight, put it here in my Cupid's bow, a little bit on my nose, take it up. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and use a makeup setting spray to set everything. And I'm just going to use my Urban Decay All Nighter makeup setting spray. And then once that dries, I will go in with my mascara, and then I'll figure out what lipstick I want to wear today as well. Alright, so I'm just going to curl my eyelashes up with my Tarte eyelash curler. And then I'm just going to be using my new fave mascara, which is the Wet n Wild x Bretman Rock mascara, the Bad Bitch Lift. And so I'm just going to apply several coats of this, and then I will come back and pick out my lipstick. Okay, and then for my lips today, I know you guys are probably getting sick of this, but I just absolutely love it. This is the Dior Lip Glow in the color Berry. But I just think it's a beautiful lipstick color for spring, for summer. It's just easy. It lasts for a long time. It's moisturizing, like, I don't know. I just love these lip glows. Alright guys, so I hope that you all enjoyed this quick out the door bronze makeup tutorial. If you did enjoy this, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are new and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notifications by clicking the bell so you will know as soon as I post a new video. But I hope that you guys are staying happy, healthy, and safe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.